Ed Sheeran talking about the 18. We're talking about Brookside.
Right, come in. Your turn, I'm knackered.
Eddie, what the hell are we doing now?
Keep it down, Maz. Sinbad's got something stashed down here. Aye. Looks like we've struck home, please.
Could be anything. Look, don't get involved, Ed.
Come on, Ed. Pull it up. Come on, pull it up. Ah! What is it? What is it? It's a hand.
There we are, the moments in Brookside when they find the body under the porch. And the two people who found the body were?
Jimmy Corkill and Eddie Banks.
That's it, Paul Broughton and Dean Sullivan.
Yeah,
that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, my guest is Lee Brady. He was the man who would not leave the Brookside people alone until they put a DVD out to show what a great soap it was. And how many years we had them to do it, Lee?
5 years. It's from 2007 onwards.
And you were getting nowhere for a long time, weren't you?
Well, what I had to do was build up like a bit of a fan base first and get loads of people to sign the petition online, yeah. And that's what I needed to do before I sent the petition to Channel 4.
Because it's been off the air for what, 9 years is it now?
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah,
And I think there's been about 2 special DVDs and one retrospect one, hasn't there?
One DVD came out about a week after it ended in 2003. That I did the trailers on, which never ever got released, which triggered us to start a petition. Why didn't he get released? You know, loads of people loads of Brookside fans wanted something else, so that's why we started it.
Okay, what was so special about Brookie then for you, Lee?
It's groundbreaking, wasn't it? It's always done everything first, and in the best possible way, really.
Yet they weren't scared to introduce subjects that were beforehand were regarded as taboo.
Yeah. There was all sorts, wasn't there? There was incest and bullying, the rape storyline as well. That was groundbreaking. The lesbian kiss.
Yeah.
Body under the patios, helicopter crashes. It had it off.
It was a happy-go-lucky soap, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
And they had some great characters in it as well, because Sinbad was still going strong as well. He was a guy who was featured in many dramatic storylines and some very, very funny ones as well.
Yeah. There was an episode on the DVD when I got it during a week, and because it's the full episodes, not just clips, he got arrested by the police for pretending to dig up a TV underground or something. I was just like, all the little comedy bits in the DVD as well, you know. Yeah,
and they had some good scallies in it, didn't they, as well?
Yeah.
Because Paul Usher was a scally originally,
Paul Usher.
And then he became a very grim figure, didn't he?
Yeah. He was brilliant, Paul Usher. Barry Grant. Everyone loves Barry Grant.
He's very underused, Barry. Last time I saw him was in Liverpool 1, wasn't he?
I think he was,
He was in Liverpool 1, played a gangster, and he was really good in it.
Yeah, I think he took a bit of a break from the acting. I think he's getting back now.
He's a great footballer, you know, Paul.
Is he?
Oh, you tackle him on the pitch and you know you're up against it.
I don't think no one would want to tackle him.
And that's quite a few glamorous girls in, didn't it, Lee, now?
Yeah, Suzanne Collins, Jennifer Ellison, Claire Sweeney.
Anne-Marie Davis,
yeah. There's loads.
And they do have a record, of course, don't they, of more success after soap than any other soap.
Yeah.
There's so many people who've gone on to much bigger things.
Anna Friel, to name one. Jennifer Ellison.
Sue Johnson.
The lads like Ray Quinn.
Yeah, Ray Quinn, and very Claire Sweeney.
Claire Sweeney's done pretty
Ricky
good.
Tomlinson.
Ricky, yeah, you could forget Ricky.
There are so many who've gone on to big and better things. Usually when a soap finishes, so do you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we'll have more conversation and more clips with Lee We'll have more conversation and more clips from Lee. Let's play one here before we go into the travel. This was a very dramatic incident from Brookside.
You alright?
I think so.
Come on. Look at work now. Yeah, the scallies. You want your blood sugar level going all funny again.
Damon, you're all wet. It's blood. She's covered in blood. He must have cut himself.
I think it's me.
What?
Come on, calm down. Don't want you passing out on top of everything. I'll sit down. I think he caught me with his belt or something.
We find out more about that dramatic scene from Lee Brady after the travel.
Travel. BBC Radio Merseyside.
There's Marie.
Thanks, Billy. We've still got Rice Lane partially blocked. A lorry and a car involved in an accident between Walton Park and Hornby Road near the McDonald's. Traffic is very, very slow in the area. Because of flooding in St Helens, Islands Brow is closed at Woodlands Road. Church Road, the A5036 near to Hawthorne Road. The Tesco traffic lights there, Litherland, very, very busy. And Moor Lane, we're keeping up slow traffic a lot around the junction of Green Lane and Virgins Lane, heading north. So Thornton towards Crosby in that direction. And then don't forget, because of flooding, there's a replacement bus service running. Virgin Trains Holyhead to Bangor and Arriva Trains Wales Crewe to Holyhead, adding at least, they're telling us, an extra hour to your journey time, and this is going to be ongoing until well into tomorrow morning. If you have an update for me, the number's 01517940953. Marie Megan, BBC Radio Merseyside Travel.
On Late Night Live, we don't take life too seriously.
My first car was an old Mini, and it was an old clapped-out banger. And I can remember when I took it in for part exchange, and I felt like I was deserting an old friend, you know. And I pulled into the garage, and there was a big crack as I pulled into the garage, and I left it there, and it looked up at me with the two big headlamps as I was saying, "What are you leaving me here for?"
Late Night Live with me, Linda Mack, weekday evenings from 10 on BBC Radio Merseyside.
Billy Butler, every afternoon from 2.
BBC Radio Merseyside.
Lee Brady is my guest. He's one of the men who pestered and pestered and pestered the men responsible for Brookside until they eventually put out this brilliant DVD set, Brookside's Most Memorable Moments. It's a 4 DVD set, includes audio commentaries on the episodes, the Brookside history house by house, an introduction to each episode by Dean Sullivan, a photo gallery, and much, much more. Now, that scene I've just played for you, was that from Brookie or was that from Damon and Debbie?
That was the spin-off with Damon and Debbie. Yeah, I don't think that's on the DVD.
But another moment, isn't it, as well?
There's so many, they couldn't fit everything on.
Okay, who was your favourite character, Lee? You must have had a favourite character.
It's got to be Jimmy Corkill.
Jimmy, love
Jimmy. He was there for, 18 years?
Well, he was on the very last scene as well, wasn't he?
On the very last scene,
What was it he painted on the windows? Is that
Game Over?
Game Over,
and I think that was on the last episode as well. Yeah.
Game Over.
It's a shame that last episode wasn't on.
I think it could have been stronger than that, you know.
Yeah.
Game Over.
Yeah. Like Brookside closed.
Whatever, yeah, but you know. Do you think that it started going down when it got changed a lot, didn't it? What time it was on? So a lot of people who watch it regular. I mean, you couldn't set your DVD for Brookie because they kept switching it about.
Yeah, no one knew when it was on, so that was probably their excuse for saying, "Look, there's no way ratings have gone down." So that's it. But
did you feel it had fell off? I thought the mistake they were making towards the end was a lot of the plots were going on too long. They weren't tying the ends up of plots quick enough.
A lot of people think that, but the one with Raven Quinn with the bullying one, I thought that was realistic, as in length as well, because that's what probably happens in real life. People are scared to tell the other person that they're getting bullied on, especially by a girl.
Okay, we've got a clip now of that bit, and we've got actually Ray's comments on it. Ray Quinn.
Leave me alone, will you? Just leave me alone! We were fighting in this water pond, and then I grabbed her and I threw her, and then she slapped me, and then I got hold of her and then I pushed her under the water, and it actually felt to me as if I was killing her, and I didn't really like that feeling, but as an actor, you're gonna have to get on with it, haven't you? And once we'd done it, we were so happy. But as I said, it was so bizarre to do a thing like that. Leave me alone, will you? Just leave me alone!
I mean, from the start, you could see he was going to be something else, Ray Quinn, couldn't you?
Brilliant.
He was a brilliant actor in it, wasn't he? Anthony.
Is he still doing acting?
Oh, yeah, he's doing a lot of stage work, isn't he? He's never...
we need him on the telly, don't we? He's brilliant, and Ray Quinn.
He was very good, really was. And that was, as you said, it's a very good storyline there.
That's on the DVD. Yeah, that was a great one.
Is there anything that's not on it that you didn't manage to get on there, Lee?
I would have loved.
Are you already working on volume 2?
Maybe. There's a few. Lewis Emmerich was a great actor.
He was great. There was. I mean, that could have gone in. There was a touching scene when his mum died.
I can't remember that one.
That was
probably before me.
That was the euthanasia. I think that was the euthanasia plot line, wasn't it?
And the one with Jenny.
And he had to go to court over that. That was brilliant.
Yeah. The last episode as well, I thought was brilliant. I just loved it. But the last episode was like an hour and a half, so I don't think it would be too much to put on the disc.
And wasn't the villain good? The Irish guy.
Who was he now?
I forget his name now, but he was a villain in it. He's the one. I think eventually Paul Usher locked him up in a container.
Yeah.
I think in the end. But he was a really good villain. And Paul Duckworth was a villain in the last couple of episodes.
Paul Duckworth, he was brilliant.
He was chilling.
The last drug dealer on the close, he got hung.
That's right, yeah. That was an incredibly strong... I must admit, when I actually saw that episode, I myself went, oh, that's a bit strong.
Yeah. Well, that's when all the swearing came back into it as well.
Yeah.
Just before it ended. I think that was a few months before it ended, that as well. But the DVD, that's out today.
Okay, comes out today. Brookside's most memorable moments. You can rewatch and you can relive and you can remember some of the great moments from a fabulous soap. Ever come back, do you think, Lee? Could it ever come back?
Not like it used to be, but I'm trying to get repeats back. So
yeah,
fans want me to,
because none of the other channels are showing it, are they? No. There's so many things like Gold and that it could go. It was on Gold for a while, wasn't it?
It was, and Living as well, and I think even Sky One had it. I'm not too sure, but when you look at Channel 5, they're bringing a lot of old programmes back, Dallas and things like that. So maybe it could fit in somewhere.
Well, I hope it does for your sake, because you'll never be happy.
I'll never be happy until it's on.
I do actually know someone who's got every single episode.
Wow.
Every single one. How I don't know.
Get them to contact me.
That's what you call it. Well, one of our staff was in it for a while. Jenny, Jenny Summers, who does our breakfast show.
Yeah.
Well, she was on that. I think she was Tinhead's girlfriend, I think.
Tinhead's girlfriend, yeah.
I think she was, anyway.
Was it near the end?
Yeah, nearest the end, yeah. It was before Emily died. Obviously before Emily died, yeah. I forgot she'd passed away as well. Just after she got married, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just after they got married.
Yeah. Got pushed out the window. That's on the DVD as well.
And I mentioned this when we had them in, when that one went on for ages about who pushed was it Paul Usher's wife? No, it was Brown Regan's wife. Was it? Pushed off a scaffold.
Yeah, and the baby.
And you that's right. You just saw the feet.
Yeah.
And hair falling off.
Yeah.
But we had those. We had those slipping. Mal Young brought the trainees in that was shown on the telly. So on Oja Plumbers for a Star Prize for weeks we had the trainees in the scene which was pushed off the roof.
Wonder where they are now then.
Yeah, I wonder where they are. Well, somebody won them. So somebody out there's got them.
Probably on eBay.
Probably set up on eBay or at an auction or something.
Yeah.
Well done, Lee. How many times have you watched it now?
I've only watched the first disc. So I haven't had time.
After all these years, you've only watched one disc.
I've been too busy. Working.
Okay. Well, thanks for popping in and well done.
Thanks very much, Billy.
Well done. So 30 years of drama. It's out today. Brookside's memorable moments. 4 DVDs. 4 DVDs with lots and lots of extras as well.
Yeah. A two disc DVD it is.
Okay.
From 4 DVD.
Excellent.